The feeling of buying a new fragrance gives you a great dose of dopamine. That makes quitting fragrance buying not an easy thing to do. I was collecting them from 2022 to last year in December. That was the date when I bought my last fragrance. I'm going to give you a few tips on how to stop buying fragrances. Before we begin, if you'd like to support my channel, consider subscribing and giving the video a thumbs up. Stop watching fragrance videos. Now this is really important. You get all these sensations that you need to buy the newest and also older fragrances. I may be talking against myself with this one because I made 2 fragrance review videos already, but that's another story. Now I wanna help you get rid of spending extra cash on scented water, so just slowly quit watching these types of videos. I know it's not easy, I've been through this, I know what I'm talking about. Take it slow and the algorithm will see that you no longer watch these types of videos. Now if you are addicted to buying clone fragrances, they can be even more trickier. Because when you just want to buy a fragrance, it's only 20, 15, 10 bucks. It's cheap, it's long lasting, it's great, okay. So your brain says, okay, it isn't that much money, okay, I deserve this shit, and you ordered your 20th fragrance already. So you bought a lot, you don't even use them, there's a lot that you don't even need, and most importantly, most content creators are sponsored by fragrance companies too, so be wary of their opinion because they get paid to promote the product. One of the biggest traps when you're trying to cut back on fragrances is the endless flood of discounts and special offers. Flash sales, clearance events, and limited time deals are designed to trigger impulse buying. They create the illusion that you're saving money, when in reality, you are spending on something you don't even need. If you're serious about quitting, you have to break this cycle. That means unsubscribing from brand newsletters, unfollowing fragrance deal pages, and avoiding just browsing discount sites. Every time you expose yourself to these offers, you're testing your willpower, and no one has unlimited willpower. Instead, remind yourself, a discount is only useful if you were already planning to buy. If you weren't, then it's not a saving, it's an expense. By cutting yourself off from these triggers, you remove the temptation and make it easier to focus on enjoying what you already own. Make a New Year's vow. Now I know this sounds typical and pretty much ridiculous, but this is another one of those rules that made me quit buying fragrances and helped me. When I purchased my last fragrance in 2024 in December, I said, now this was truly the last one for a while, and I needed to stop, okay. So I said this like 10 times before or more. After I bought the fragrance, I said, no, okay, so this is the last one, I'm not buying anymore. But this time it was for real. So I already had 20 plus fragrances and I somehow managed to do this all year. So it's now September, I haven't bought a single fragrance, I spent $0, which is kind of extreme. But it hasn't been as hard as I thought it would be. Sure, there were some fragrances coming out that caught my eye, like the Prada Paradigme. Now the 4th one. This may work for you, it may not. I'd say this is optional, a double-edged sword. I'll explain why. You need to minimalize the fragrances you already have. Select a few and sell them. I did this even while buying all kinds of fragrances to justify having the money for the next one. See why it's a double-edged sword? Be careful with this one, okay? But like I said, it may work, may not work for you. It's your call if you want to try it. Make a budget and a set of rules. Now my budget for this year, as I said, it's $0, and this is probably extreme. I was really tired of spending money, so that's what I did. Now you can make other rules, like rewarding yourself for your birthday or name's day or a promotion or whatever, or getting that new job with higher pay. This didn't work for me, because I was still buying them despite this rule. But it may work for you, that's why I share it. You can make a budget of like $300 for a year or half a year or 3 months, you name it. You just have to stick with it. I'm going to give you a bonus tip. If you absolutely feel like you can't stop buying fragrances, then this is what you should do. Go to Facebook Marketplace or Vinted or something like that, where they sell used fragrances, or maybe new ones too, for cheaper. So you can spend less money, but still, if you wanna, you can still enjoy fragrances if you can't stop. Remember, it's not gonna be easy if you wanna take this one seriously. I know it may sound ridiculous for some people that there's a fragrance addiction, but it's a real thing. Even if you buy anything else like car parts or PC parts or PC games, Xbox games, PlayStation games, you name it. You can get addicted even to buying books, for example. So these tips can help you with any kind of problem, really. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please consider subscribing.